Let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I'm so cozy. I'm in like these adorable little slippers and just everything's cozy right now. Probably doesn't seem like it because it's like, why aren't you sitting in your chair? But it just makes the angle weird. And I have my blanket, like, just so cozy, and I'm just in such a good mood because I'm talking about this in my second trimester. I have been for a while. I'm 24 weeks, and it truly is as magical and the honeymoon phase as so many people like to say. So that is why today I am doing a second trimester update, and I have everything written down for you guys. I also just got off the phone with Tony Jean, who is somebody I talk about on my Instagram all the time. She's a holistic healer and nutritionist. She talks all about nutrition and health. And so if you're looking for something more on the holistic side, I do take advice from my doctor as well. But just because I grew up holistic, I get a lot of advice from her too, and spiritual advice and all of that. Like, we call it like the hippie advice, me and my mom. So I also put some of that in here too, and just different things that I'm doing to feel good. I'm gonna share everything. I'm gonna share how much I've gained and just all different things for you guys. Hear what's going on, and everything is in one place, because I know sometimes I do updates like this on my Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram if you haven't already. I share my daily workouts there. I'm gonna talk about that here too, but at least here everything's gonna be in one place, and we could spend a little extra time talking about each thing. So we'll first start with the baby bump.
So I officially started to pop at around 22, maybe 23 weeks. So now at 24, I'm like, okay, give me all the dresses. I love showing her off.
So my weight does fluctuate in the morning and at night and afternoon, depending on when I weigh myself. And I haven't been weighing myself this entire time just because we didn't have a scale with batteries in it. But I roughly gained between 8 and 10 pounds so far at 24 weeks. So I am happy with the pace of my weight. However, we're in a really weird time with coronavirus and being pregnant, because I always look forward to my doctor's visits. I really love my doctor and we have a great relationship, and I feel like I can talk to her and she gives me solid advice. And really stinks during all of this, you can't go. I literally haven't seen her since like 16 weeks. So it's been a while, and I'm not going again until I'm 28 weeks. So basically, they're just saying to pregnant women, don't come in if you really don't have to, if it's not an urgent visit, or if you're not high risk. I'm not a high risk patient. They want to keep you safe, and as much as I understand it in theory, it still gets a little hard just because you, as a first time mom, you just want to know, hey, are these updates normal? So sometimes I'll get a little down about that, but for the most part, I'm doing what I can at home by eating really well. I actually wrote down a lot of the foods that I'm really enjoying that are healthy and doctor approved, Tony holistic approved, and that is avocados. I had an entire avocado every single day, 1 banana a day. I think if I had more, I'd get heartburn, but I could eat like 3 bananas while pregnant. I'll do some sort of a green powder just so that I can get my minerals in. If I can make a spinach or some sort of green smoothie, then I will. If I can't, we're running low on produce and we're, you know, limiting how much we're going to the grocery store, then I'll just use some sort of a green powder. Hard-boiled eggs every single day. It's a great way to get in some protein. Apples and nut butter. One of my favorite snacks. I feel like a lot of things bother you when you're pregnant, but apples have not been one of those things. You know, it's like the sweet and salty, feels good. And then one thing Tony added on here that she wants me to have for gut health that's really good for baby and for fighting off infection and for good bacteria is sauerkraut and coconut yogurt, which you guys know I've had in the past. So those are 2 things that I'm going to be adding into my diet. I also always have salmon, chicken, and steak. That way I am getting my folic acid, and especially from salmon, getting my DHA. I really care about diet, but that doesn't mean that I don't have slip ups. So one of my cravings, you guys have been asking, like, do I have any weird cravings? I don't have any weird cravings as in things that I never used to eat that I eat now, but every night I go to bed with some ice cream, like every single night. So I'll be eating like salmon salad and fruits and veggies and kale all day, and then I'm eating Haagen-Dazs in bed and just like junk at night before bed. So yeah, I keep telling myself this is gonna be the night that I stop having junk or this or that, but it always ends up happening where I get this urge where you just need it. So I would say the diet is an 80-20 diet. I pretty much eat healthy all day, and then at night, that's when I want something good. My workout. So I recently filmed a video where I talk about my complete workout schedule, but I want to talk about it in this video too. I think when you're pregnant, you really have to do what feels good for you. I've had people reach out to me and say, okay, well, in my first trimester, I'm in my first trimester and I'm so nauseous and sick. And I was there, guys. I had a brutal first trimester. I puked so much that I got a black eye. I got 2 black eyes actually. Trust me, if anybody has had bad morning sickness, it was me. Puking every day until like 16 weeks. So right up into the beginning of my second trimester, which made me so nervous because I'm like, but everybody said second trimester is amazing. And mine didn't start off amazing, but now it is. At like 16.5 weeks, that's when the morning sickness went away. Listen, if you still have it or you're in your second trimester and you still have it and you can't work out, don't beat yourself up over it. As much as I want this to be an update about my pregnancy and share my perspective, my experiences, there's always that person that takes something, I don't want to say takes it the wrong way, but is like, oh, but I can't do that, and feels bad, and I don't want anybody to feel bad. Since I am feeling amazing, I want to work out. And do I always have the motivation to work out? No, but I set goals for myself, and by setting the goal for myself, that's when I hold myself accountable. So my goal is 10,000 steps a day. Your phone, the health app, actually shares how many steps you're doing a day, and 10,000 is roughly 5 miles. So that's what I do pretty much every single day. Yesterday was the first day that I didn't, and I did 4 miles. So I'm still proud of myself. I'm still moving. And the big motivation behind this is that it's going to be a easier labor if you're working out during your pregnancy. Is that the case for every single person? No, probably not, but I'm not taking those scenarios. I'm taking the scenario of, hey, if you work out, it's not only going to be beneficial to you, your body, and baby, but hey, maybe labor will be a little easier. Yeah, I'm going to go down that path. Working out has helped with a number of reasons during this pregnancy. And like I said, since I had such a brutal first trimester, it wasn't always easy to work out. Once in a while I would when I felt okay, but for the most part, I didn't work out as consistently as I do now. So some of the things that it really helps me, maybe I can inspire you to try something new. You don't have to, go on a 5-mile walk. I'm just really enjoying the walk. One, it helps with my positivity because I'm out with nature and I'm feeling good. And especially with all this stuff on the news with coronavirus and quarantine, and you can start to feel like a little isolated, and being on my walks almost transports me where I don't even feel like that's my life right now, where I have to stay home. I almost just feel like I'm living life and, doing me, I guess. The second thing is you just feel tight, like right and tight, because as your body is changing, as beautiful as it is and as excited you are. I remember in my first trimester, I was so worried when I wasn't putting on weight because I was throwing up all the time, and then I was worried about that. Now that I am putting on weight and things are getting bigger, especially my boobs, they're currently humongous. Back fat, thighs are getting bigger, you're just getting bigger. It makes you feel better about it when you're working out, and it makes me feel like, okay, yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm obsessed with my bump. Like, I just love looking at it, I love touching it, I love wearing belly shirts and crop tops on my walks. Like, I just love it and want to flaunt it. But there's those moments where you feel bigger than normal, and that's okay. And I find that people will talk about how much weight they've gained after their pregnancy, and then they'll start talking about it. They'll be like, I gained so much weight, I was so self-conscious. But during pregnancy, they never talk about it. And I just want to keep this as real as possible, even if some people are upset by something, just because this is from my perspective and my experiences. But also, there's a lot of people that follow what I'm saying and are like, I agree with that, that's how I feel now, I feel better. So if I can help somebody by sharing just by being honest, just being honest with my true emotions, I hope that I can help you guys. But yeah, sometimes when I step on the scale, I'm like, well, I've never seen that number. And just knowing I'm just gonna keep getting bigger because we are only in the second trimester. But yeah, working out definitely makes me feel better about things, but it also makes me excited about birth, and like I'm training my body for it. Like, instead of training for a marathon, I'm training for birth. The next thing I have to talk about is the pain. So a lot of you guys will say, do I have any back pain or leg pain or swollen feet or anything like that? So currently no swollen feet or leg pain, but I do have back pain. And I think because I'm so little, I'm only 5'1", my boobs were always big. I've always had a D cup, but it just felt manageable with my tiny body. They are natural, by the way. Now I don't even know what they are. They're heavy. I'm wearing this bra from Amazon with them right now. Yeah, they're just like massive. And then on top of that, I have my belly. So on my little frame that's not used to all of this weight in the front, I do feel like my back is suffering. I want nothing more than a prenatal massage. When I was still in my first trimester, I actually got a prenatal massage. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this in each trimester. And now that we're in the second and quarantine's going on and everything's closed, it's not possible to do, but I would love nothing more than somebody that's a professional. Like Jared rubs my back, he rubs my feet, but I just want like a professional to get in there. The front of my body at the end of the day is just like, okay, like my back gives out. So I would say that cellulite and stretch marks. So I don't have any cellulite as of now. I don't have stretch marks on my stomach. I do make sure I'm creaming every night. Other thing, and this is super TMI, if I squeeze them really gently, like the start of milk comes out. So I've noticed that, and that happened now at that happened at like the end of 23 weeks.
Hey guys, talk about pregnancy brain. So we had a really early dinner at like 4:30 today, and then I went and took a nap, and I'm just waking up now and it's like 8 o'clock. But one of the things, it was so weird that this is what was on my mind. I was like, oh my god, I didn't mention this in my video. And it's so funny that that's what I woke up thinking. But yeah, so one of the things that I didn't mention in this video, or at least I don't think that I did, is you feel your baby kick. I was just so excited when I was talking about the second trimester in today's video because I wasn't sick anymore, and I want you mamas to hang in there that are feeling sick. But oh my gosh, feeling her kick, one, it gives you peace of mind because in the first trimester you're just kind of like, hey, are you okay in there? I don't know. But then at 22 weeks is the first time I felt her kick, and I wasn't even sure if it was a kick. It was like a butterfly feeling. Like, I don't know, it was like cute, and like you're like, wait, was my stomach doing something weird, or is that a kick? And then I kept feeling them, and now I know that it's her kicking, and she kicks all day long. So it went from feeling it like once in a blue moon, and now I feel it all the time, except when I want to feel it, when I want Jared to feel it, like she'll be kicking crazy, and I'm like, oh my god, touch my stomach, and then he'll touch it and she'll stop. He did see her moving from the outside though. Like I had on like a sports bra and my bump out, and we saw like my whole stomach twitching, so that was kind of fun. But besides that, I don't think he's like said he felt it, but I don't even know if he did.
The next question to go over is pregnancy clothes. So I have two pregnancy outfits. Or maternity outfits. This dress from Amazon, super cute, affordable. I'm gonna get a bunch. I ordered some things on Forever 21. But I'm just gonna keep it to dresses just because I have a summer baby coming. So I'm not gonna worry about getting into jeans. Jeans aren't even that comfortable as it is. And when you're pregnant, you just wanna be cozy. And I don't need to spend a lot on maternity clothes. So I don't have any maternity jeans or shorts. I'm just gonna wear dresses. And workout pants, I'm still wearing my normal workout pants. They're getting a little tight and maybe I need to size up, but I'm gonna like find something cheap on Amazon or somewhere else. I'm not gonna get Lululemon pants and then only be able to wear them for this short amount of time. But yeah, for the most part, I've just been wearing my normal clothes. I get out of breath very easily. Even though I have a lot of energy, I get out of breath and I get very thirsty. I know a lot of us are canceling things. I did cancel my baby shower, even though I think they said things might start opening back up again. I'm just, at this point, I'm like, you know what? I played it safe this long. I'm not gonna have a baby shower, especially because I live in Los Angeles and my baby shower is going to be in New York where my family is. And I just don't want to get on a plane right now, even if things get a little better. I think, you know what, we're gonna do the sip and see after, which a lot of you guys recommended to me. So it's kind of like a baby shower. People can still get her gifts, or they can even get her gifts now off her registry, and then afterwards I'm gonna have like a baby shower, kind of like a cute brunch, and have mimosas and little bites to eat, and everyone can kind of like pass the baby around and see her and play with her, and it's kind of like a baby shower except she'll be there. But you know, it's sad because you never think for your first pregnancy that you're not going to get one, you know what I mean? It's sort of like a rite of passage, and I was just looking forward to it. I had a really cute theme picked out, and especially when I found out I was having a girl, I was super excited. I already got my pink dress. I got it when I first found out I had a girl. But yeah, I mean, it happens. It's, you know, this is just the way it was supposed to work out. I trust in the universe that everything does happen for a reason, and that wasn't meant to be, and the sip and see is meant to be. The other thing is no baby moon. I was really looking forward to our baby moon, but obviously that is not happening anymore either. But this is usually, if you guys are watching this in the future, the second trimester is usually when you want to take a baby moon, because that's when you're still feeling good. You might be a little uncomfortable, like I said, my back is like, but everything else, I have a lot of energy. I'm no longer sick. So I would say now, we were leaving for our baby moon May 3rd. I'd be pretty much feeling like how I'm feeling now. And that would be a good time to go. The other thing is sleeping. So I've said a few times on Instagram, my sleep is like hit or miss. Either I'll sleep through the night like I did last night. Walking 5 miles a day definitely helps. Or I wake up all night because I can't get comfortable. So I'll sleep on my side and then my hip will hurt. I do have a pregnancy pillow, but those of you that are pregnant know, or have been pregnant, the hip pain when you're laying for too long, even with a pillow between your legs, even with your, I have a U-shaped pregnancy pillow, so I'll like straddle it, kind of like cuddle it. My dogs like it more than me. I'm gonna be honest. You know what? I should wait until my 3rd trimester because maybe things will be completely different. But I have to say my pregnancy pillow was like $100. It was highly recommended by so many. And I will say it is a comfortable one. I love like watching TV in it. But as far as pregnancy, it's kind of been one of those products that I don't really use. Halfway through the night, I like kick it off the bed. They say don't lay on your back. I do a little. I'll lay on my back and then I'll lay on my side, and I kind of switch around all night. But if I go to bed when I'm really tired, instead of forcing myself to stay up and, you know, watch a movie with Jared or something, if I start feeling tired, I just go to bed. And if I do that, I'm out for the night. The last thing I want to talk about is, it is so true what people say that you go into nesting mode. Oh my gosh, I have gone into nesting mode, and not necessarily getting her room together. We started ordering things, but everything is on back order. So I think when her stuff starts coming in the mail, it'll be really fun to nest and fold all her things and put all her things together. But for now, my nesting has been more about finding classes online, just because all of the classes that I signed up for in June have been canceled due to COVID, obviously. So yeah, I just went into straight nesting mode, and every single night I'm researching things and I'm reading things, and I actually bought a class. So I watched a lot of free stuff. I always share the free stuff on my Instagram, but I actually bought a class. It's called Taking Care of Babies by Kara. And oh my gosh, so many of you recommended it to me. Apparently she's like the sleep guru for babies and just really helping you feel confident that you're gonna sleep again when you have babies. So I got the newborn class. I believe it was $74. I actually finished it in a day, and it was so helpful, especially for a new mom like me that just doesn't know a lot of these things. Like it's all video format, so I really liked that. And she also gives you handouts. So we saved some stuff. I'm gonna be printing stuff up, like a sleep and feeding schedule, and just kind of a guide to go by, because when you're a first-time mom and all of the classes have been canceled, I have no friends with babies, so I really feel like, I felt like I was going into it blind. After taking that class, I feel like confident about things. Yeah, it's just nice to go by something, like something concrete. Guys, I can't even say when the last time I held a baby was. Like, maybe I was 12, like, I don't know. So you have all these worries and you think about all these things, right, you know, at this stage, I guess, like getting close to the 6-month mark. And yeah, everyone told me, they're like, you're gonna go into nesting mode, don't worry, you're gonna figure everything out, and you'll figure out more when she gets here. And in the first trimester, I was like, okay, well, I have time and I'll figure it out, I'm doing the classes. But then when they got canceled, this like energy took over me, and I went into like mama bear mode, and I was like, no, needs to research, needs to figure all this out. My favorite videos to watch right now on YouTube are newborn essentials, and I love seeing what people loved or didn't like, or things that their friends used but that they didn't like or their baby didn't like. So I like getting a lot of recommendations that way. It's so nice to have things like YouTube that can give you a lot of free content, and then if you want to, go and buy classes. But I highly recommend buying the class because I do think that it's really good, and I'm gonna watch it again before she comes. I'm due August 11th, so I'll probably do a refresher in July. Yeah, that's really my second trimester update. If you like these videos, I'll do one again in my third trimester. Yeah, I'd love to know what pregnancy content you guys want to see. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.